Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we simplify your exam preparation. One topic at a time. In today's video, we're diving into the most important topic of geography, that is physiography of India. While you are preparing in any exam, in competitive exam, this is the must know topic. So let's break it down and let's break it down in a way that you understand the and don't and hard to forget. So first is, what is physiography? So physiography refers to the physical features of earth's surface like mountain, plains, plateau, rivers and valley. In some simple words, this is how looks and how the lands looks and behaves. So, India's land can be divided into major physical regions, but today we are starting with one most iconic topic, that is the northern and northeastern mountains. The major northeastern mountains. Okay. So first, how we how we divide our the north in north mountain is the parallel ranges of Himalayas. The best parallel ranges of Himalaya. Okay. So first is Trans Trans Himalaya. Then is Greater Himalaya. It is also Greater Himalaya is called also the Inter Himalayas. This is, Himalaya, and is the middle Himalaya or the lesser Himalaya. Lesser Himalaya, and the last is the Shivalik Himalaya. Shivalik Himalaya. We're talking about these four mountain ranges parallel. Actually, the Trans Himalaya is not a part of our India, and from the Greater Himalaya start India's India. So when you're talking about those parts, the first you're talking about the Trans Himalayas. So Trans Himalayas start from the Pir Panjal North from the Kazakhstan. I just show you a map. It will help you to understand the most of that things. The ranges of Pir Panjals and the others. So here the map is little bit. Okay. So now it's visible for you. At the above part, there is the Trans Himalaya. After that, the uh, Greater Himalaya exists from this to this, and then the Lesser Himalaya, and the last is Shivalik Himalaya at the last. Okay. So here, the Pir Panjal is from the Kazakhstan, after above the Afghanistan and the Kazakhstan. From the Pamir, the Earth's roof is called the Pamir Plateau is the Earth's roof. Okay. So from Pamir Node, the Trans Himalayas are extend from to Kailash ranges. Okay. So I just step by step I just told the facts. The Trans Himalayas are the northern part, and the Great Himalayas and the Great Himalayas. So this range have been formed from sedimentary rocks, the rocks from the Tertiary period to the Cambrian period are found here. So in this region, in the Trans Himalaya, the ancient rivers like Shaltoj, Indus, Brahmaputra, and Tangspo originated. Brahmaputra and Tangspo is the same river because the Brahmaputra in our India and Tangspo in Tibet are originated from this region. So it is separated from north and it is separated from the it is separated from Great Himalayas by the. You just notice here this is the our Tangspo river, okay, or the Brahmaputra river is the here to here. by this river. It is called the Indus Transport Structure Zone, or in the Hing Line. By Hing Line, actually, by Hing Line, I just separated these lines. Okay, so Hing this Indus and Transport Structure Line. That is to say that Indus Indus Transport Structure structure zone, but it is in simply say that ITSZ. It is separated by ITGS is a George. Okay, and here the main mountains that Karakoram, Ladakh, Jaskar, and Kailash mountain ranges are categorized under this Himalayas. Okay, and Karakoram range is known as the backbone of the Asia's highest mountain peak. At the K2, you just notice here, it is the K2. It is the K2. K2 is the Karakoram range, the highest peak of India. That is also in POK. That is situated actually in POK, but actually this is the part of India. It is the part of India. Those are captured by Pakistan. So, and so there's the Karakoram range, and there is most of the glaciers are here. That is Siachen Glacier, Biafo Glacier, Baltaro Glacier, and Hispar glaciers are there. This is the major glacier I just told you. And another thing is, you just notice here in this here Rakaposhi, Rakaposhi, Rakaposhi. This is the world's steepest mountain. It's the not only India. It's the world's steepest mountain in Ladakh range. Its name is Rakaposhi, and the height is 7,788 meters. Okay, the steepest mountain in the world. After that, the Karakoram. After that, Karakoram range meet the Paminor at the above, and it extended the Kailash range, the southern. And Ladakh range act as a water divider between and Ladakh range act as a water divider between the Indus River and his tributary Shelters River. Okay, and Indus River flows between Jaskar and Ladakh ranges. The deepest George, and the deep George the deep is the 5,200 meter. India, so that is that's it. So that's all for the Trans Himalaya. So here the Ladakh range, Karakoram range. I just told you about this. So that is the about the Karakoram range, Trans Himalayan range. And now we come in Great Himalaya range. And this Greater Himalaya separated by Indus Transpo separated zone, or Hing line. This is simply said right from. So this Himalaya known as a Himadri. Okay, the Great Himalaya as known as a Great Himalaya known as a Himadri. This is the highest range of Himalayas. The average height of this range is 6,100. It contains the major ranges of Himalayas. It ranges from 120 kilometer to 190 kilometer. Okay, so the nature of this mountain, we know about the fold mountain. Oh, one more thing I just want to tell you, the how the Himalayas formation. So this is the Eurasian part, and this is the Indian part. And when this is the coming in Eurasian and part, that is there is a sea, that is the Thesis Tethys Tethys Sea. Okay, and the sedimentary and the materials there. Those are folded with the pressure of these lands, according to plate theory, and by pressuring this, and the Tethys Sea from the Himalayas, and those Tethys Sea and those are from Himalayas, and these plate and pushed down by Eurasian plates, and this is the huge of Himalayas are formed by this process. Okay. And that is and now we are talking about the Great Himalaya range is also known as the Central Axial Range. Okay, it extends from the Gorge of Indus River, and to the bend of Brahmaputra River in Arunachal Pradesh. So its slope gradients towards the its slope gradient toward north is less, where is a steep towards the south. Okay, it's separated from Trans Himalayas by the Indus Transport Rift in the north. I just told you that the India's transport structural zone. So, and one more thing that is almost the all the lofty peaks of the world are located in this range. The Mount Everest, to say Kanchenjunga and Nanga Parbat and Nanda Devi, Kamet, where Namcha Barwa, those are important ranges. Those are the peaks. All are found in these ranges. Okay, and that's all about the Greater Himalayas, I think. And the next is Lesser Himalaya. And how to the Lesser Himalaya separated from the Greater Himalaya? By the main central thrust. Okay, you just remember the main central thrust. By this, it's separated from the Central Himalaya to Lesser Himalaya. Lesser Himalaya. This Lesser Himalaya known as the Lesser Himalaya known as Himachal. Greater Himalaya known as the Himadri. Lesser Himalaya is known as the Himachal. The Greater Himalaya is separated from the Middle Himalaya, the main central thrust I told you. It extends parallel to the South Great Himalaya in the east-west direction. Its breadth about the 60 to 80 kilometer and average height is 3000 to 4000 meter. Some peaks in this range are more than 5000 meter high and the rivers flow through the deep gorges up to the 1000 meter. Okay, and there are the most of the prominent mountain range of this part is Pir Panjal. Pir Panjal. Pir Panjal. Pir Panjal. It is situated in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, then the Dhauladhar. Dhauladhar, that is situated in Himachal Pradesh, and the Nanga Pasha and the Nagtibba, that is in Uttarakhand, and the Mahabharat range, that is in Nepal. So you must remember those ranges are situated in the Lesser Himalaya. Okay, and the Pir Panjal range located in Kashmir, the longest and the most important range of the Himalaya. The two famous passages present in the Pir Panjal ranges there are Brujila Pass, Burjila, Burjila Pass, and the Banihal Pass. Banihal Pass. Jammu Srinagar Highway passes through the Jauhar Tunnel in the Pir Panjal range. The Kashmir Valley and the I just said the Pir Panjal range is the Burjila and Banihal Pass and Jammu Kashmir. Jammu and Srinagar. Jammu and Srinagar are connected with the Jauhar Tunnel and by the in the Pir Panjal passes, Pir Panjal ranges. Okay. Kashmir Valley and the Lahul or Spiti or Kangara and Kulu Valley of Himachal Pradesh are located in this range. This is the famous. This range is also famous for the hill stations like Shimla, Almora, Nainital, Ranikhed, and Darjeeling, etc. Okay. So that's all about the Lesser Himalaya, and the last is the Shivalik Himalaya. The southern and the outermost range of Himalaya are known as the Shivalik Himalaya, which is the youngest mountain range, and as the Shivalik, which is the youngest mountain range of the Himalaya, is breadth about the 10 to 15 kilometer, and average height varies between 600 to 1200 meters. So these ranges are composed the unconsolidated sedimented brought down by rivers from the rain. Okay. The main Himalaya ranges located far in north. This valley are covered with thick gravel and alluvium. So, and the longitudinal valleys are covered with the conical forest and small grasslands are found between the southern slope and the middle Himalaya uh, and the Shivalik range, which are known as the dunes in the west. In the west side, the Shivalik is known as the dunes, and the east side is the duars. The some most dunes are Dehradun, Putli Dun, Patli Dun, and the most famous dunes are Duars are the Duars, Haridwar, Alipurdwar, etc. Due to the good perspective of agriculture, and that's why the density, most of the density of people density live in this valley. Okay, so those are the most those about the Shivalik Himalaya. And what I say, and I just conclude this all this, and I just make the summary of this of the everything. So the great the Trans Himalaya, I told about the Trans Himalaya and the Pir Panjal and the Kailash Range and the Karakoram Range, Ladakh Range are situated there. The Greater Himalaya, this is said as the Himadri, is the northmost and highest range. Its average height is 6,000 meters and above. Okay, and highest peak is Mount Everest. Okay, and the Kanchenjunga is covered with the permanent snow and glacier. You just remember this is the permanent snow and glacier is covered by a source of major rivers like Ganga, Jamuna, and Brahmaputra, and it is separated from Tasmania by Indus Transpo separated zone, and this Himalaya is separated by this main central thrust located south of the Himadri. Its average height is 3,700 to 4,500 meter, and know the hill station. It is known for only mainly for hill station is Shimla, Nainital, Darjeeling, etc. And this is the range and the dense. There is most of the dense forest are here, and the deep George Valley, Deep Valley and Georges are found in here. And one more thing that is the Shimla and Manali are in this range. Okay, Shimla and Manali in this range. It is called the Middle Himalayas. And one more thing, Shivalik Himalayas, the last Shivalik Himalaya. The southernmost low and the lowest Himalaya range. It is the youngest range all of this, and this is 900 to 100 meter height and made of consolidated sediment brought by rivers and for cause of rain. The prone and to the landslide and erosions are there, and knowing the dune valleys, dune in the west side, dune, and the east side is the duars. The most I just told you the most some famous dunes are Dehradun, Potli Dune, and the famous duars are Alipurduar and Haridwar. Okay, and some extra I just some extra some bonus fact for competitive exam. The Himalaya extend across the Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. You just remember Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Orissa. Those are the main states where the Himalaya extends. And the world, and for this Himalaya, this territory influenced by monsoon, and it is the safe from the uh, Arctic uh, Arctic winds. Okay, and anything I just miss? No. Yes. One more thing is the glaciers and some glacier. So glacier, yes. I just, glacier. The glacier is that the ice those can move. This is called the glacier. Okay, and some important glacier I just told you some information. Gangotri glacier, Jamunotri glaciers, and those are the um, and anything I just most important thing is this. Okay, okay. This is some Gangotri, Jamunotri, Yamunotri are the most of the important glacier, and some valleys. That is the some valley, the Spiti Valley, that is situated in Himachal Pradesh. The residential area are the Pangwal and the Bhotia tribes. Okay, and another is the Chodabari Glacier. It is located 4 kilometers north of the Kedarnath temple in the Rudraprayag district of Uttarakhand. The melting of the glacier has led to the formation of lake which is known as the Gandhi Sarovar. Okay, you must remember this. Oh, so okay, that's it for today. Breakdown of the north and northeastern mountain, specifically the parallel ranges of the Himalayas. Make sure to revise this regularly. It's a hot and favorite in a competitive exam. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And the comment below. And hey, comment below if you point to the next part of our show covering the North Plain and our Plains Plateau. Till next time, study smart and stay awesome. See you in next video.